Hello and welcome to the Believe You Can podcast. My name is Claire Fishington and I'm your host. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited you're here. I am a mum to a little girl called Ruby. I have a background in musical theatre and acting. I run my own online business and I'm so excited to be your host for this podcast because I'm all focused about transformation, overcoming obstacles, building self-esteem and confidence, and just knowing that you, if you put your mind to it and you believe that you can achieve anything. Hello and welcome to this episode. I'm so excited to be with you all. Thank you so much for still being with me and joining me on this journey. I'm so pumped. I have never ever felt more clear about where I'm going and what I'm doing. And I want you to feel that power too, because there's things that you can implement daily that make the biggest difference to this. And, you know, throughout all my previous episodes, they've like come in and we've discussed them. But the main thing that I want to focus on today is, what is your vision? What do you want your life to look like? Because what you are thinking daily, doing daily, focusing on daily, it's all in the daily. It's all on the daily. You've got to take the steps daily to not only move your, whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's in your business, in your body, you've got to do daily implementation on that. But also, imagine if you could have quantum leaps because of your vision of where you're going, and people can see that, they can hear it, they feel it, they believe it, because you are just so focused on it, but you're so passionate inside and you've got this excitement. I want you to wake up every single day with a fire in your belly that you are going to take the action that you need to. You're going to focus in on what you need to focus on, because that is what is going to change your life. It's not in the big things, it's in the little things. So my first question to you is, do you know what a vision board is? If you don't know what a vision board is, I'm going to tell you. And if you do, stay with me because we're going to get juicy on this. So just to take you back to 2012, it's the first sort of time that I got introduced to a vision board and affirmations. And at the time, I really sort of, my brain was like, looking at pictures and like visualizing something that you want. Like, how does that actually make a difference? But there is so much proof to this. And one of the stories that I want to share with you, one of my friends, dear friends, Stuart, he had made a vision board. And one of the things that he wanted to go to New York. He was desperate to go to New York. And on his vision board, he Googled New York and he popped this picture on his vision board. Anyway, we went for a work conference to Vegas. And I begged him to stay at the Signature Suites in Vegas. Now, that is the kind of sister hotel to the MGM Grand. He wanted to stay in the MGM Grand. He had this thing. I was like, no, please come and stay here. This is where I've booked. It's going to be amazing. Tried to get my positive pants on and get him to come join me, but he was set on his mind on this hotel. Anyway, because the hotel was linked like via telephone. The data wasn't as good then in 2000, and I think it was 2014 this was. Anyway, so, you know, like on your phones, it wasn't as good. So we had to like dial through the hotels, but they were connected. And I remember him picking up the phone saying, oh my goodness me, you are not going to believe this. And I was like, what? And he went, New York's here. New York's here. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean New York's here? And basically the picture that he had printed out was of the hotel, New York, New York. Now, anyone else would have questioned, like, why is there a roller coaster in the middle of New York? But he just thought, well, that's amazing. That's New York. And it wasn't. It was New York, New York in Vegas. Now, if you can picture the MGM Grand is like the most humongous hotel, you could have been any other angle of what room he was staying in. He could have seen a completely different view, the exact view. He took a picture of it and then we compared it to the picture that he had on his vision board. It was virtually identical. I just think, oh my God, to me, that was the first bit of proof that this works. Like, even like, not even if it doesn't, because I truly in my heart believe that it does, that when your brain, and I've said this before, it's got a reticular activating system in it. And that reticular activating system is like the part of the brain that focuses on what it is that we want. So if you flag something as important to your brain, it's like, right, okay, that. And it does its way to find it, you know, and that can be through affirmation, visualization, and all of these things. So when you really focus on, most of my life, I've honestly focused on the fact that I thought I was fat, even when I wasn't. I've been a size 8 to a size 16, and my brain has honestly, you know, no matter what size, that is the story that I've run over the years until I discovered. And actually, after I discovered the importance of focusing on what it is that I want, really, because that was a real limiting belief that I've had. And now I just have such a positive view about my body. And guess what is happening? One, I feel amazing and I'm looking better because I'm focusing on the right things and I'm not down on myself about that. So I have my vision board next to me on the screen here. So I've got some amazing things. One of the things is I've got like amazing bodies, the style of body that I would love to look like and have. And it's not about wanting something I haven't got. It's about working towards a goal and taking those daily actions to achieve that. But when I'm focusing on that, it's such a positive thing. I've got another vision board that's not in here. I've got an Oscar on there. I've got Netflix on there because I still have a dream one day I remember I can feel the golden Oscar. I'm holding it. I can visualize it, and I can visualize that I'm going to get a call one day and saying, "You're in a Netflix drama. Oh my gosh, you've got a leading role in the Netflix drama," or you know, as well, EastEnders. I want to do EastEnders. You know, I always say like, I'd love, you know, I want to be Hollywood, let's go. And I want to be all of that stuff, but I'd also love to do like be a regular on EastEnders. And I've got some quotes on here, like do more of what makes you happy. If you want it, work for it. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Be the energy you want to attract. I've got podcast 10 million downloads. Thank you for listening here. You know, I've got dream holiday destinations, dream home, and things like that. And you know, these are all things that I'm working towards. But having them on a vision board and spending time daily looking at them is the most phenomenal thing. I mean, there's so many different accounts. I've got friends that have put like beautiful homes on a vision board and then like forgotten about the vision board years later. And this is also in the Success Principles book that Jack Canfield talks about. And then years later, oh my God, that's actually my house. Like the universe has a wild, amazing way of making things happen. And obviously we need to, whatever it is that we're doing, we need to take action. That's the big thing. It's like, you know, you can't just wish for stuff and it happen. You can't just focus on stuff and it happen and visualize it. You've got to do the work to make those things happen. Nothing comes without effort, love, passion, consistency. And if you are an entrepreneur, you will know that fitting things in and, you know, the late nights and early mornings sometimes, like it takes that grit. But what I would encourage you to do is to just dream, you know, massive, you know, push your boundaries on what it is you want for your life. Because, you know, I always think it takes the same amount of effort to dream small as it does to dream big. So why not dream just out there? Like, you know, why not? Like all what's in our mind is just our own belief systems and our own things. So if you're, you know, only if it makes you feel good. This is the other thing. So you don't want to get a vision board of things that are so far away from you that you don't feel like that don't make you feel good. So they can be unrealistic, but it's got to make you feel good. But I also believe, for me, I never wanted to be realistic. I want to be bold. I want to be brave. I want to show people that, you know, anything's possible when you put your mind to something. And that truly, truly is the case in life. I truly believe that. And I'm on a mission. I really feel like I'm on a mission to awaken the world to what is possible, because we don't know what we don't know. And I feel like visualization is something, and vision boards is something that not everybody knows about. Like with your children, get a stick, you know, go and get some magazines and different things. Like, where do they want to go on holiday? I've got Ruby's dreams on there as well. You know, we've got Disneyland. We took her to the one in LA when she was 2, which was just so beautiful. But like the Florida Disneyland, and all sorts of things like that. So I've got a camper van on there because I just want to go like traveling in the camper van as well. But anyway, I really, really believe that the energy that we put into what we're focusing on makes a humongous difference. And couple visualization with affirmation. And it's, for me, it's It's the magic that makes me feel good daily. Because if you've got limiting beliefs, so you're focusing on what you want, like in your vision, in your future, but then you've got these limiting beliefs and this limiting self-talk that's holding you back, I want you to really pay attention to what your brain is saying to you. It's the most powerful thing that we own, and it can be wild to us, right? So write down the 5 things that are holding you back, 5 limiting beliefs. You can text me on Instagram at clairefish_mama. Text me these limiting beliefs and I will help you form some affirmations if you need my help. That's what I'd love to help you. Like, this is one of my favorite things to do, because I think sometimes you would write down your limiting belief and then you'd be like, you'd write something that isn't strong enough, isn't powerful enough, isn't positive enough. You may do, like if you do, amazing. But that's what I found at the beginning, that I wasn't empowering myself enough with these. So, you know, I just want you to think of the opposites, or play the opposites game. Whatever you're thinking bad, play the opposites and match that with that. So vision and affirmations, please, one thing I just encourage you to do is make it a daily habit, a daily practice to say affirmations out loud if that feels uncomfortable to you. You know, on all of the previous podcasts, it's come up as a conversation in most of them. But, you know, I have an incredible body. I have an incredible body. I am sexy. Like, whatever it is you want to say, you can say it. Like, isn't that amazing that we can say whatever we want to say to us? And you know, like, even just like, I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. I'm so happy and grateful for my incredible health, unstoppable confidence, and the abundance of time, money, fun, and freedom in my life. I am attracting the right people, the right opportunities, and resources that will enable me to achieve ... That was actually learned those from Jerry Rosenthal. Always want to give credit where credit's due. He made some 2 powerful affirmations that really cover everything that we're looking for. But you can really get deep and down on the things that are holding you back. You know, if you're I remember working with my cousin when she had gone through a breakup and was single, but really wanted to be in a relationship. And we sat down and really wrote out, what's the qualities of the person that you want to be with? And she's now, you know, in an amazing relationship. She's got a baby. It's like wonderful. Like, not saying that those affirmations that we did that time, she obviously had to like go dating and meet the man and, you know, and all of that sort of stuff. But what is it that you really want? And I think sometimes we can just think, I'm all good, or, you know, I don't deserve that. Like, if you have those thoughts that come in, it's time to make a change. It's time for you to stand up and be the best version of you by treating yourself in the way that you deserve to be treated. And the majority of the time, the person that's treating us the most unfairly is our own minds. It's our own selves. So just know that you have everything within you. And if you believe that you can, I truly believe that you can. I really honestly do. Whatever your heart is singing, sit with your hand on your heart and think about, what do I want? What do I want to be? What do I want to do? What do I want to have? And most importantly, how do I want to feel? How do you want to feel? You deserve the ultimate happiness. You are 1 in a million. And your vision for your life, your dreams, they deserve to be out of your head, on a vision board, in your affirmations, and so that you feel the most confident and happy that you could feel working towards those things. Like, I'm fully aware that all of the things that I visualize and focus, you know, I'm going to work my whole life to I always want to just think, I just don't want to have any regrets of like not doing something. I just want to be a doer and working towards and always growing and learning. Like, learning, you know, I used to think, you know, before, like I'd said, like I'd only read like 50 Shades of Grey and Harry Potter. I mean, it's terrible. And then once I discovered personal development, it absolutely blew my mind that I could, the learning never stops. The learning continues. So I would just encourage you, if you want any book recommendations, I can shoot you any book recommendations. I'm actually reading an incredible book by Vex King. It's amazing. And it is called Good Vibes, Good Life. Go follow him on Instagram. He's incredible. And also, if you this is something that we are doing as a community at the moment. If anyone's interested in this, I'd love to help anyone. It's called the Be Well Members Club. So we're actually doing daily practices of these things like gratitude, reading, affirmations, getting your energy good, scheduling in what you need to do, your task, having a bit of motivation as well. And that is all in like a call at 7 a.m. that you can plug into live or online on like demand. We also got daily workouts, which I know obviously the incredible importance of that. And then we've got a book club as well. And you can get access to that by just using some supplements that help and support you start your day in the right way anyway, that are incredible. So if you want any more information about that, just let me know, because I'm so passionate about accountability with these things, because I think sometimes when we're set out on our own, it's easy to like put those things off and not feel like they're important. But I've also got a couple of my friends that, they do their affirmations every day. Shout out to Eugene McCoy. He's a fantastic actor and performer. Oh my God, I love him. And, I'm sure he won't mind me sharing, but we've worked on some affirmations and positive mindset and all of that sort of stuff. And he just sends me a message every day saying he's done it, boom, done, in the bag. And that really, so find someone that you can be accountable to. Find someone that you won't let down. And that sometimes is your partner, is your mum, is your sister. And just be like, just send them the word done when you've done your affirmations. And please send me a picture of your vision board. You can make a vision board out of like cutting out paper and sticking it all on, a thing, or you can just do it on your phone. Go to Pic Collage, go on the internet, download the pictures, things that excite you, things that ignite you, and create that vision board. And if you want any help with any sort of limiting beliefs and affirmations, I'd love to help you. Thank you so much for listening. I really honestly appreciate you so much. It means the absolute world that you take your time. Your time is so valuable, and that you share it with me. And I hope in some way that this can resonate with you or somebody else. And I really feel, for me, from a mental health perspective over the years, that this has truly made such a difference to me, finding affirmations and finding like vision and focusing on what I want, because I believe there's those two tornadoes. One, we've got the positive tornado that's going, and we've got the negative tornado in our minds. And I was very often sucked in by that negative tornado, and doing these practices daily and focusing on, affirmations and visualization and gratitude, which I'm going to do a whole other shindig. I'm going to hold the whole other thing on another podcast, because I need to like go in on gratitude as well. Those are the things that put you on that wheel of positivity. The more positive you can feel, and the more positive people you can surround it by, the better that energy is, and vice versa. It just continues on. So anyway, I hope you're having an amazing Wednesday, because that's when this poddy will be out and in your hands. If you've loved this, I would love for you just to leave a little review wherever you're listening to this. Pop in the stars that you like. If you love it, 5 stars is amazing. I'm super grateful. And just be in touch. I'd love to hear how this call and any of my other podcasts may have impacted you at clairefish_mama on Instagram. You can find me there, or Claire Emma Fushenden on Facebook. So thank you so much. Have an amazing day, and I will speak to you soon. How do you feel about me coming on and doing a little sing? Should I don't know. I feel like I could really just go into not a day goes by. If you could see my face now, I'm kidding at the end, obviously. Not a single day. Anyway, I love a little sing. Have an amazing day. Bum, ba, da, bum, bum, ba.